All right, everybody, we're having some great discussions in here. People are like confused and really working through it, which is great because this is how you learn. If I just give you the answers, you're never going to learn. So if we look at this, so they give us an example. I want to own my own company one day. I hope to be a good boss. This is a run-on. Why is it a run-on? I want to own a company one day. Someday I hope to be a good boss. How many ideas? 2. How many periods? 1. Where does your first idea end? Yep, because after that we have a new subject and a new verb. If this were your writing and you handed it in to me, I'm not going to put the period there for you. I'm going to do this. SV. And you're going to be like, oh, I think I need something there, okay? And if you do this, if you hand it in and it has a comma there, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to say SV. And you're going to be like, oh yeah, a comma isn't good enough if I have a new subject and a new verb and a new thought, okay? It's short and it's choppy, this writing. It's simple writing. I don't want you to write like that. I want you to write as complicated as you wish, but I want you to have good grammar. So I want to own a company someday, period. I hope to be a good boss. What's another thing we could do so it's not so short and choppy? We haven't really gotten into this yet, and we will talk about it. But what's something else we could do to this one? So that's not a run-on anymore. Conjunction. It's called a glue. I call it a glue word or a conjunction. What little word could we stick in there to join those two ideas together? And, yeah. So, I want to own a company someday, and I hope to be a good boss. If we still have the subject and verb there, now a comma is okay. Okay? If we take the subject out, then we don't need a comma. I want to own a company someday and hope to be a good boss. Then you don't need a comma. But if you have that there. Okay? Awesome. You guys over here, I remember my first boss. He was terrible. Is that a run-on or a complete sentence?
We have the number 2.
Yeah, we have.
You have number 3. Okay, you guys had this. I remember my first boss. Sorry, he was terrible. What did you guys have?
Run-on.
It's a run-on. Yes, so a comma is never good enough to join two ideas if you have a new subject and a new verb. If you have a connector in there, then it's good. So I remember my first boss and he was terrible. Then the comma's okay. But if it's a new subject and a new verb, you need to have a period and then make that uppercase. I remember my first boss, he was terrible. All right, so you guys, you had number 3. What do you say?
Sentence.
He never listened to us, he only shouted. Complete sentence. Yeah, it's correct, right? So we have a subject, we have a verb, we have a subject, we have a verb. All right? We won't worry about the never and the only right now. They're another kind of word, right? But yeah, we have two ideas there, 2 complete sentences. Okay, so do these on your own, at home. Going on to practice number 10. I think one group had a chance to get to this. The other group was still having a big fight. Big fight over here. Just kidding. About what was the right answer. No, I'm just teasing. There's no fighting going on here. All right. Did you guys have number 1?
Yeah.
Okay. A person important to me is my twin sister. Her name is Jody. So this is a run-on. What did you guys do to fix it? So we've got 2 ideas. What are the 2 ideas?
The first idea is a person important to me is my sister and her name is Jody.
Okay, so we have this idea and we have this idea. So this is idea number 1. This is idea number 2. So what did you guys do to fix it?
We would say convert in sister.
Okay, a period.
And the
Yep.
big A.
And a big H. Yep. So, a person important to me is my sister. So the subject is the person important to me. Is who? My sister. What? Her name is Jody. Okay? Again, very short and choppy. As we move forward, we'll talk about different kinds of punctuation that you could put there instead of a period so it doesn't feel so short and choppy. But that's to come. We won't worry about that right now. If you want to play around with that, you sure can. Okay, let's do the next one together. The other group didn't have quite the time to do it, so let's do it together. Jody and I are the same height. We both have blonde hair and green eyes. So what makes this a run-on?
There should be a period at the end of height.
Why? You're right. Why?
Because Jody and I are the subjects.
Yep.
And
R is the
are
verb.
is the verb.
Uh-huh.
And then like we is the subject.
Yep.
And have is the verb.
Exactly. Yep. Jody and I are the same height. We both have blonde hair and green eyes. Awesome. Good job. Okay, you guys can do the rest of those at home. Again, if you're a little confused, this man does a very good job in writing good sentences part 4 and describing them in very clearly, and it's in our WhatsApp link if you want to go and click on those and watch those. All right, taking us back to our checklist. So that was run-on sentence, and we looked at practices 9 and 10. And I showed you the YouTube video, and now I said paragraphs, brainstorm, because we all love to brainstorm in this class. We talked about brainstorming for a lot of minutes the first week or 2. So let's brainstorm. What's a paragraph? I'm going to get a brand spanking new white surface up here, and I'm going to record our brainstorm and send it to all of you so that you don't forget. What is a paragraph? One at a time. Not everybody at once. Go ahead. Anything that pops into your head. What is a paragraph? If I say paragraph, what am I talking about?
Sentences about the same topic.
Yeah. Sentences about some topic. Excellent. Anybody else have an idea? What else makes a good paragraph, or what's in a paragraph? So it's a group of sentences. It's about one topic. What else? How else would you describe a paragraph? What does it look like?
It has been, oh wait, is it indent at the
Yeah.
beginning? And
Has an indent at the beginning. So, for those of you who end up typing your assignments, I'll just show you right now. This is something magical. You don't need to go indent. Hi, my name is Jamie, blah, blah, blah. Because there's a magic button on your computer called a tab. You hit the tab, boom, it gives you your indent. You see that little, it'll give you the indent at the, I often get students writing back and the indents are all like they've had a drink, right? Because sometimes people did 3 to indent, sometimes they did 2, sometimes they did 1. So go in your keyboard, on your keyboard, the top left-hand corner, there's a button that says tab. When you hit that tab, you get a magic indent. Okay? Awesome. Yeah, so a paragraph has an indent at the beginning. It's sentences that are about the same topic. Anything else? Any other thoughts? Who's written a paragraph before? You guys have. I saw your paragraph. So sweet. Have you guys written a paragraph? I think this side of the room. Hello, lady in black. Have you written? Have you written a paragraph before?
I think so.
Yeah, I think you have. Have you written a paragraph? Lady with the pretty dress? Yeah, I think so. Okay, so that is a paragraph. It's a group of sentences. It has a main idea. And what's a good length for a paragraph? What do you guys think? How long should a paragraph be? Does it have to be a certain length? No, right? As long as you have a clear main idea and the sentences all make sense with that main idea. Okay, so now we're going to do a little practice. And if you look here, practice 1, looking at paragraphs, page 26, in person you get to talk about the paragraph on page 26 with your partner. Online you get to listen to our discussion about page 26 and see if you can answer the questions. So here in class, you guys are going to turn to this page. And you're going to talk about the paragraph. Practice 1 says, read the first draft of Sarah's paragraph about Adam. It has not been revised or edited yet. Then answer the following questions with a partner. So don't worry about doing a lot of writing with your partner, but see if you can talk with your partner about these questions. So what is the main idea of her paragraph? Where does she tell you the main idea? Find the topic sentence of the paragraph. What does that mean? What order of categories did Sarah use? So if you guys remember, and for some of you this would be new because you weren't with us, we remember that Sarah had these topics when she was going to write about her brother Adam. I'll print a page off for you. So if we look here, which ones did she end up including in here? And which ones did she leave out? So is this a good paragraph? What do you guys think? So read it with your partner so you can, maybe one of you can read it out loud, or you can both read it in your heads, decide, and then talk about this paragraph. Is it good? Is it bad?